Influence, but a great story for an open bracket team to come as far as they did, doing an amazing job.
Very true.
I have nothing bad to say about them, and I believe they're going to be getting pro points, but we're going to jump into the game. This is IcoNs versus Influence. I can't tell who we're on with. It looks like we are going to be on with Influence, I believe. Yes, and it looks like they're trying to control top wood.
It looks like we're going to be hopping on board with Pluto here, if I'm correct. But, oh man, we got one guy taken out at the top wood. And basically, when you're playing flag on this one, the whole point of it is to get the jungle control. When you have jungle, and it doesn't matter what side you're pulling it on, you want jungle control. Simply because of the fact that it is the easiest way to do it. It provides you the most cover. And, I mean, let's just face it, the cutoffs are just so much easier from jungle control. So at this point right now, we have a flag pull that is being taken care of. I'm not sure who's pulling the flag right now because we're working on getting some of the stuff together, but we see that, once again, the jungle control. It's like, I am preaching to the choir here. I know you guys all know this at home because pretty sure when you're playing your public matches, you're thinking, I need to get jungle control the whole time. Maybe not, but whatever the case may be, this is going to be an intense game right here. ICN has a point to prove. Influence has a point to prove. ICN needs to prove that they're not a fluke team. They actually are a good team. Twiz and Revan are two of the best players that I have ever played with. And when you think about the combination of Ego, Revan, and Snipers, and Twiz, they're just good guys. And alternatively, you have Influence with Birds, Miles, Pluto, and DOS. And I'm so shocked. Dose. I'm so shocked by just how well they've been playing this event. Knocking out VVV Fly Society is no small feat because they have been tearing it up through the bracket. We are going to see that Pluto gets taken out by a member of ICN, and it seems like they're just going to, ICN's going to be taking control of the flag area. And okay, good. Now we are going to be hopping on board with Bert. I finally got everything together, guys. And we have Bert on top wood. They're going to be making a flag pull. The cutoff at this point right now is going to be at the CG, but he manages to get taken out. Bert was not paying attention to the bottom. I cannot believe that they managed to lose that flag cap, but they're up by 1, and that's good. Snipers takes out those, but Revan, he knows that he needs to control the back jungle.
That was not a good move by Burtz. He wasn't looking the direction of the flag carrier. You do have to look mid, but if your flag carrier is running right behind you,
yes,
you could have easily turned around and just checked to make sure no one ran that way. But they are still up 1 flag cap. But it looks like Snipers has pulled their flag and is trying to run down. But it looks like he's going to get stopped from behind by Dose. They didn't get that flag cap, but good job so far of keeping it together.
Well, what happened was this. It was very simple. You had a man in trailer. There was no reason for you to be looking at the middle. He was going to be covering it. I mean, obviously it's difficult, but at that point, I mean, it could have gone either way, though, because if you think about it, he was looking down the middle because that was the appropriate thing to do. The guy that was with him should have been doubling back to the flag in front of him instead of staying behind him like he was, and that's why they lost that flag cap. But it is what it is. They're still up 1-0. We're going to hop on board with Bert here, who's going to be taking out someone at their flag, but he just manages to put out a few stunts. Snipers, that's the person back there, and he takes out Pluto, and he's going to go for the flag. Bert manages to stop Snipers as he makes the flag pull, and it looked like he was taking that flag back trailer, which is very interesting.
We talked about it, I believe, in the IcoNs match last night that they ran a lot on this map back trailer. It screws up the spawns. You're so open to grenades, stun grenades that are so detrimental to flag running.
Yes.
And me and Doc agree that it's not the best place for you to be running.
It's a risky run, but if done correctly, you can create a brilliant stop. And this is how you do it. You get one guy over by the CG. He serves the purpose to simply block the spawn, right? Then you have that other person pushing jungle, probably getting camo area to try and pick them off if they try and make a push, because they're going to spawn jungle side. So they're going to know, okay, if I'm spawning over here, this is what I need to be doing. So, it can go either way, like I say, but hey, it is what it is. They like to run it that way. It works for them.
The only thing that could be detrimental in, with a match with 40 seconds left, they did pull off another flag cap, but when you do run back jungle, it does take a lot longer, about 5 to 10 seconds longer to run the flag back home. But look at Snippers. He's doing work. He got a team kill, but it's been back and forth between these two teams. 1 for 1, 2 for 2.
And now right here, Dose gets taken out by Snipers, who manages to take out 2 people. Bird caught stuns at the flag. He gets the stun. I do not think that they're going to be able to make this push. but they might be able to simply because there is at least more than 12 seconds on the clock. Never mind, he gets taken out, and that stops a potential flag run by ICN. And I know they said that they may not or they may have. I was a little confused there because I didn't know how effective that stun was.
Well, an absolutely great job by Influence. Going up 2-0 into the round switch, they stopped any sort of flag run that happened. You know, unfortunately, they did have that one little slip up, but you know, they're still up 2-0. They're still doing a great job.
Yeah, they still answer back. ICN now, they have their backs against the wall. They have to fight it out this time, and this is not a position you want to be in if you're ICN. That's for sure. Yeah,
we have not seen a lot of 2-0 comebacks on a game type like this, but you know, anything is possible. We are kicking things off now with IcoNs. We're starting on Revan. Revan, a good job doing play-by-play in color when he was up here yesterday too.
Revan is definitely one of the fan favorite players. You know, a lot of people love him. They follow him on Twitter. He plays with a lot of the community. He's a great guy. But we are going to hop on board with snipers. And as he gets spawned, what you want to be doing is you want to double back to your flag. It is absolutely important. Even if you have to swing all the way around trailer, it is a necessity because things like that happen where you basically lose your flag.
And it looks like Miles has basically successfully ran the flag in. So now it is a 3-0 deficit for IcoNs. Not a great start. You could attribute it to IcoNs getting a win and sitting on the main stage for about 20 minutes, not doing much, and then Influence coming off of a huge Game 5 victory over VVV Fly Society. So they are hot right now. That could be it.
That definitely is true. It does feel like ICN's cold, but they will be warming up. I will expect that. I mean, you don't just 3-0 resistance and then go down 3-0 yourself. You know what I mean? So I definitely expect to see some kind of answer back from ICN, but unfortunately he gets taken out by Pluto. Now Snipers, who was pulling the flag, and a Commando, it seemed like, as Dosh just knife Revan 3-2 down. I almost said 3 down because Pluto just getting gun happy over there.
He basically went a 1-for-1 on that one, taking out his own teammate. But you know, it does happen. You can get crossfire, but Twizzy Twiz getting a nice kill on Burt's right there. But still, Dose pulled his flag. He's trying to look for him.
Oh, that was a big one.
There he was. He got taken out, but good job by Stibrez.
That's what the top teams do. When you die, you need to have your cover. That is, you know, you're not doing it right if that's the case. You know, you're doing it wrong, as they say. So I definitely feel that ICN has great teamwork. They just can't seem to get those flag pulls.
Well, you know, they are down by 3 at this point. Just a little over 2.5 minutes left in the round. Still possible, you know, like we've been talking about. You know, it only takes about 15 seconds if you run straight up mid, you know, to get a flag cap. So it's still anything is possible, but they need to get the momentum in their favor.
But the way ICN is playing, though, right now, they're playing, well, they're forced into a reserve position because they lost all their control on wood. And Revan gets taken out, and another flag pull is going down. Snipers is going to be at CG. He knows that the flag is being pulled. He's going to go through the middle. And we have Ego with the flag, and Dose has the flag. So it's basically just a split right now. And if you're Ego, what are you thinking?
Well, you know, good job getting you know, pulling, but you know, they couldn't. Counterpull was a good opportunity. They just couldn't, you know, come up with it. But let's talk about this. We have seen a few Spectres on this you know, Pro Circuit stream that we didn't see in Dallas. Haven't really seen it much on this map though.
Well, you know what it is? It's all about land. While I was here, I had the great time of testing out a few guns during what is free play, and I came to the brilliant conclusion that the FN FAL is a 2-shot gun. Two shots, bapa. That's it.
And it's accurate. It puts shots down range. There's virtually no recoil. It's just when you're getting sprayed from a FAMAS, just like Twizzy Twiz did to Miles, the FAMAS is just as accurate, and it can kill a little bit faster. But you know what? You know, this
the
is
reason why I say that, though, is because the Spectre shoots a lot of bullets, and it's all about firing rate in this game. We don't have things like stopping power, so we have to worry about our firing rate. And obviously, the FAMAS is, you know, a gun that is being used widely because of its firing rate and strength. But there's no SMG to fill that void. The AK-74U is a strong weapon, but it is not
a strong weapon. It's still a good weapon.
Still is on land. It's a strong weapon, but online it definitely suffers.
Yes, it's not what it was. Just about a minute to go in this first game. We are looking at Influence versus IcoNs. It looks like Influence is going to take this first game 4 flag caps to 0. IcoNs just not performing like we have seen them do.
Oh, man, and that does not fare well for IcoNs as they lost the flag, but they managed to get 2 returns, and that is a tough break for ICN as they, I mean, at this point now, it is impossible for them to come back in this particular map, but do not expect them to fall to the wayside. They will answer back in the next game type.
You know what, we just saw it in the match we just, got finished. You can drop 2, Optic Gaming and Obey dropped 2, and then they had a lot of momentum, but Optic with the last-minute flag cap, anything could happen. Just dropping the first game doesn't mean anything. Just got to brush it off.
That's right. That's right. I definitely agree with that. And it seems like it's going to be curtains here for ICN in this particular game. But once again, we're going to move on to another game type, and that is it for it. I believe Influence wins the game 4-0. That's an answering. That's just making a statement.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually talking to Felonies last night. In these situations where, it is unwinnable, what's your strategy in the last couple seconds?
Well, I see for a guy like Felonies, right, what him and his Optic crew, what they would do is they'd gather the troops together, rally around, and since they're all strong players, they definitely answer back. But as far as myself is concerned, I would scream as loud as I possibly could to get these guys together. Because and screaming in a positive way, by the way.
Yeah.
Because we have to.
But we are going to hop out for a minute. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Coming back with Game 2. It's another Search and Destroy fan favorite. We'll be right back.
All right, everyone, welcome back to MLG Championship Sunday. We are here watching Losers Round 7, some intense gameplay right now as we are watching Influence versus IcoNs. Influence just beat them in the firing range CTF. We're going to hop over to S&D at this point on, I believe, Grid.
Yes.
And which is one of my favorite maps, by the way. And I'm definitely excited to see this one. If you're ICN, you're thinking, I have to answer back.
Definitely, especially after dropping 4 flag caps in the first round. I said it, they look like they might have been a little cold because they were just sitting up there and Influence coming off of a huge victory over VVV Fly Society. But let's talk about Search and Destroy Grid. We didn't see too many Spaz 12s in Dallas, but Spaz 12s, I saw a few stakeouts. The shotgun seems to be reigning supreme on Grid Search and Destroy.
It's all about land. At the end of the day, it's all about land. Everything registers. And we are going to be hopping on board here with, I'm not too sure yet. We're going to find out for you. But I'm definitely excited to see this game as we do the S&D and Grid. We have about 15 seconds left, but I do want to say this. I think that we're going to see less Spaz from these teams. Spaz and stakeouts. Maybe one. But I don't think we're going to see any more than that. Go with the tried and true method, in my opinion.
I definitely think the Spaz 12 reigns supreme, especially on this map, just because most teams do go for B because A is so wide open and B is such a close quarter space that you can basically snipe people with the shotgun.
Yeah, but right now we see that we're hopping on board here with Pluto, he's going to be scouting around B plant, because he knows someone is there, and he gets a stun check right around the corner, but gets taken out by snipers, and in turn gets taken out by birds. It felt like it was a bait and switch, but it actually wasn't.
It was a good job going 1 for 1. If you're going to die, at least you had your teammate backing you up to at least not put you down, on a 4-on-2 or even a 4-on-3. So it's a 3-on-3 right now. Just started the game. Dose has the bomb. He's going to push into B and see if he can get a little sneaky ninja plant as Ego takes Miles out.
Yeah, and right now we know Dose sees he knows that Miles got taken out, so he's going to try and swing around. Potentially, the person's going to be coming behind him under the stairs, and there he is. He saw him. He's
good job not shooting.
Yes, that's the difference maker right there. And this should be a kill, and it is.
Good job.
Dose
if he would have fired, pre-fired Twizzy Twiz, he would not have gotten that kill. Twizzy Twiz probably would have turned on him.
Oh, and Dose goes for the kill against Revan. Revan comes up clutch, taking out Dose, and ICN is now 1-0. And that's what they want. They needed to come out with a win on this one.
He was not getting out of that. It looked like both Revan and Ego were right there to pick him off.
Revan and Ego. I didn't even see Ego.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought it was a one-on-one.
I actually thought it was Revan.
But just like, you can't do that in a situation. It's very hard to when so close quarters on a 2-on-1 to take
poke
it
out
win.
like that. Well, for a Dose to poke out like that, it felt like it was more of a necessity thing for him. But I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, we're gonna hop on board here with Twiz, and some shots are being fired down the B plant area, and it seems like they're gonna focus their attention to B as Twiz has the bomb in the back by the rock. And he's just waiting to see if someone's going to creep around the corner there.
Yeah, on every search and destroy we've seen that they have been on offense, Twiz has been the main bomb runner. You know, he likes to play a little bit back. He likes to play reserved, but, you know, he knows when to push in. That's why they can be so dominating on search and destroy. But it looks like Miles takes Ego, Snipers takes out Pluto, so they go 1-for-1. It's a 3-on-3 right now. That's the only exchange for the match so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about numbers. S&D is a numbers game. You have to have that control. You have to maintain it.
Nice.
And basically, Twiz takes out Miles at the top with a brilliant shot. He's going to put another shot on an individual there, but does not take him out. Burst gets taken out by Revan. Revan now gets taken out by Dose alternatively, and they know that he's down there, so they're going to try and make a push right for B plant. He must say B dom, but they're going to keep on making a push for B plant. They know he's going to come up either the stairs, the ledge, or, and one of my favorite things to do is stun.
He just got stun checked, so they know he's over there. They know he's probably planting. So will he get the plant off? We don't know. He does. 45 seconds, putting pressure on Dose. Dose is the only one alive on the other team.
Now, you see in this situation here, I will not go through the regular routes. There's a nice, brilliant jump there. He's in B, as a matter of fact. He snuck in through them, and I think the jump that he made was from the balcony. Dose runs away, eating shots as he takes out Snipers with the clutch shot. Well, it wasn't really clutch. They had two guys there, but Snipers did pull through for Revan.
Looking at the other screen on Dose. Dose actually did a really good job evading that as best as he could. It's just, unfortunately, he had his FAMAS on a reload, didn't reload it, just stuck with the Python. You know, Python's a great gun, but you never want to forgo the FAMAS. He ran around, he had time to switch and reload, but you know what? Good try, especially on a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
You know, we don't see many 2-on-1 comebacks. We saw 3-on-1 but not many 2-on-1s. As
I
we're
agree.
kicking things off with Dose, they are losing right now, I believe. Or no, actually,
they're losing.
they're
losing
losing.
0-2 right now. And Snipers just took out Miles, and Snipers was taken out by Birds. And that's, like you said, that's what you want. You want to maintain the numbers.
The early pre-nades, the early kills that you can get, anything to help your cause out, as it looks like it is a 3-on-2 right now. IcoNs, a different IcoNs team from the first time. They know they don't want to get shut out, just like they did in the last game.
Yeah, and Dose now right now just planted the bomb at the B plant. He knows that they're going to be coming up through the stairs, but there is that little jump in the mid window they could potentially miss. He just got stun checked, so now obviously they knew he was there.
Yeah, he got double stunned too.
He did. He got stunned pretty hard. And Pluto's going to be holding down the balcony. He sees someone at the staircase, sprays around the corner. Does he get the shot off? He does with the last bullet on Ego.
It was a 3-on-2. Now it's a 1-on-2, and it looks like Dose and Pluto going against Revan.
Yeah, and if you're Revan in this situation, you have to try and, you know, think outside of the box, but unfortunately there was no time to do so. Bomb was planted. Pluto got the headshot on Revan to end the round, make it 1-2 in favor of ICN.
Great job by Dose and Pluto, keeping it so that he could not defuse the bomb, just distracting Revan long enough, you know, 7.5 second defuse time. If you can keep them from defusing, you know, just so it's a situation where even if you die, you're still going to win. Great job, you know, keeping him on his toes.
That's right. And now we are going to go to the Icon side as Ego has the bomb, which is different because Twiz has been carrying the bomb every time. Ego just championing the bomb through the middle, but gets taken out by Dose.
Early pre-nade. There's so many pre-nades over to that main gate, you know, main gate behind the truck. You know, we haven't seen a lot of people die from it, even though, just because it's a well-known pre-nade spot. But one slip up, but it is 3-3.
Kind of just ran right through to it. But we see that Snipers is going to be covering the B hallway right now. ICN has the bomb back in their grasp. They're going to try and focus for a B plant, which is smart because they lost position on the A side.
Not only that, but I just don't like the position of the A just because it's so wide open. You have literally all 4 ways, all 4 directions that you can get not only stun from, but shots from.
Well, it looks like we're eating our words here on this one because they are actually going to commit to an A plant. Now, a B plant is good business simply because it's
tried and true.
Tried and true. But an A plant throws them off. When you get the bomb plant, then it becomes a whole different ball game. And that is definitely not what Influence wants if they plant at A.
That's the only thing if you get it off, though, just because it's so hard to get up there just to get the plant. But once you get the plant, you know, all 4 directions that you can be watching, it's really easy to defend, but so difficult to plant on.
It is. But, you know, it's just the the ball switches to the other court at that instant, and it seems like they're going to try and commit to it. We have Snipers who's going to be moving.
Looks like
around
he's just,
the base.
going, taking his sweet time, which is a great idea. You need to make sure that you're not exposing yourself as a target, especially on A, as open as the bomb site is. Looks like he has made it, though, but it looks like he got shots. Revan goes down by Dose. Good job for preventing the bomb from being planted, so it's a 2-on-2 right now.
Yeah, but Snipers
2-on-3, excuse me.
Snipers just put shots into Dose, and Dose just ran away with them like a champion. So, unfortunately, the bomb will be down. There is about 30 seconds left in the game right now, and this is not what was looking good for IcoNs before is not looking good now.
The ball is not in their court. They are down right now. Even though it's a 2-on-2, they still need to get the bomb planted or outslam. Pluto takes out Snipers, but Twizzy Twiz, the main bomb runner, runs into Pluto.
He gives him the uppercut with the knife. He's going to try and see if he can fish out the other person, but he knows that at this point it's pretty much too late.
He just lost himself the game unless he can find out where Bertz is. He could have gotten the plan off looking at Bertz's screen. Could have gotten it, but he didn't because Bertz was set up at B. It seemed like there was a miscommunication there. Pluto never called out that they were over at A, and he was just waiting at B.
Yeah.
So he could have got the bomb plan off.
That was a big round. That was definitely a big round, and ICN suffered on that one. But we are going to be with Influence as Pluto has the bomb, gets hit Marcus, but Snipers gets taken out with a brilliant nade.
Snipers takes Miles out.
Gets taken out by a beautiful nade from Snipers, and Pluto is going to try and drop back into the alley. Not the smartest move, though, because someone is there. I'm pretty confident in that.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit the last round about how it's very difficult. He would have 100% had the bomb been planted. Would have done it successfully, but they don't have the information we have. They don't know. They can't look at both sides.
Can this happen? And Pluto with the two-piece. Oh my lord, that was amazing. Dose now knows where the bomb is. Does he take him out? But IcoNs answer back.
IcoNs, they started strong. They started strong, dropped 2, but they're up 3-2 going into, I believe, the 6th round of Search and Destroy. Still anybody's game. It's just going to be a little bit easier for IcoNs.
I have to say, I was right. He was there. I just knew it because I'm awesome. I'm kidding. So now we are going to be with, I believe, no.
I'm going to switch it up.
We're going to find the bomb guy.
Snipers.
Snipers.
He has the bomb.
Yes.
Not Twizzy Twiz. This is very different. But it looks like they're doing an early A commit. That's weird, just because B is such a tried and true method, and A takes a long time to set up, just because it's so exposed.
Well, the thing is that if you win the factory or the building area, if you win that area, you're pretty much good for A. But it's all about the plant. Now we see here that Sniper's going to be checking his corners. He's really good at that. He's like bobbing in and out, trying to see if he can get like a little eyes on something. But unfortunately, there's nothing around the corner. Pluto takes out Revan. And Snipers has a shot.
I couldn't even see him.
Yeah, he was right by the generators, I believe. Or not generators,
yeah,
it was the tankers. They have the A building control. They have it, but I think they're realizing that losing Revan was too much of a sacrifice. It was too bad.
Technically speaking, though, they can drop this round and force a round and have Influence force a round 7, but you definitely want to go for the W. So they could take it. So the ball is in their court. They can play the game how they want.
That's right, and I'm pretty sure at this point right now we're going to be expecting Snipers that flash should hit someone. It does not. There is someone in there, though. He is by the desk more than likely, and the other person is in the desk room. Ego gets a brilliant kill on Pluto.
That was in B area. That was the guy that Snipers was trying to get.
That's right. Ego takes out Miles as well. Oh boy, he goes on a killing spree right now. He's out there to prove a point. There are a lot of doubters out there for Ego, and he's really out there to prove a point and say, listen, I deserve to be here. That's why we 3-0'd Resistance. And Sniper just sprayed around the corner. They're gonna go for a plant.
It is a 3-on-1. Good job of trying to put pressure on Dose. Dose is the only one alive. He's pushing up to B, and he does take out Dose, Ego, but they do get the bomb plan off. A lot of pressure right now.
Yeah, Dose is definitely feeling the pressure as he goes back by the staircase.
He's sandwiched.
And then we're gonna look at Snipers on the other side. I'm all over the place right now because I see Dose. He's moving around. He's like playing like frantically right now. Snipers is gonna be holding down the bomb plant. This is intense. Snipers gets a shot off on Dose. Dose just runs away with it. And who's the only other person alive with them? It will be Twizzy, and that is
gets taken out through the wall with a nice wall bang to finish it off on the final kill cam. good job by IcoNs showing, you know, that first round was probably just a little bit of a fluke. You know, it's difficult to get 4-0 down on a CTF, but to finish strong and come back on the next search and destroy, good job by IcoNs.
Yeah, and we definitely should be expecting ICN to start up and do good work. Moving on to the next game, it'll be a Dom game next, so I'm really looking forward to that because that definitely changes the tide of battle. But you know, if you're just joining us, this is MLG Championship Sunday. We have Influence versus IcoNs. The stream will start up again at 12:15 with full coverage, and it's going to be intense. It's
going to be a great day of matches. We started off with the Raw stream, but you know, 12:15, that's when the full game pregame show starts. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be right back right after this.
And welcome back to MLG Championship Sunday. We are here watching some awesome Call of Duty Black Ops being played on the PlayStation 3. And we have IcoNs versus Influence, a great S&D game. IcoNs played it to the T, really good. And Dose did all he could for his team on that one, but unfortunately they came up short with the loss, and now we're going into a domination game.
Tied 1-1 right now, IcoNs versus Influence. For anyone that does not know, we did switch to the pool play system. Pool play did end, though, yesterday. So until we get to the winners finals match, all these teams are playing hard because if they lose, they go home.
That's right. Every team right now has the opportunity to advance and win the tournament. Alternatively, every team that plays, it's curtains. And that's not good.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Not only are you up on the main stage, but you know you're fighting. You know you're going back and forth. But IcoNs, they're doing a good job of stepping it up after the second game.
Yes.
You know they dropped 4-0. You know they got defeated, but you know IcoNs is doing so good. We see tons of teams that have been stepping it up. What teams, you know, besides these two, have really impressed you?
Well, obviously, I'm going to have to say Fear. I mean, they haven't dropped a game. They haven't dropped, I should say, a series. They haven't gone to the loser bracket, obviously. But it's going to be an interesting winners final, I tell you that much, because Force and Fear are both showing their dominance at this tournament, taking out LVGs, no small feat. And we are doing a Summit Dom, by the way.
Yes, we are going to jump into the game. But just to talk a little bit about Fear before we get, you know, into the nitty-gritty of this game, I actually had Fear in the top 3. Many people doubted me just because, you know, Fear, they doubted Fear so much just because they weren't working well together. But they stepped it up, and they are guaranteed a top 3 finish.
That's right.
So good job by them. We're kicking things off, though, with Pluto on Influence as Twiz defends C-Flag, getting a nice double headshot on Pluto and Burtz.
Wow, that's some great aim by Twiz on that one, I tell you that much. And we see Miles now. He's going to be making his way in from the Summit door.
Grenades,
and just
grenades
on nades with a knife. It's like, is anyone using a gun? Oh, wait, Burtz is. Thank God for that. So now we have Burtz, who is going to be trying to stop them at the C-plant. I mean, at the C-flag. Now I'm switching to plant and flag. Can you believe me? So in any case, they lost Charlie right now. Dose is going to be pushing into the main door on B. He knows that there's someone around there, probably behind by the cage or at the computers to the left.
So IcoNs, they actually forewent capping flag C. Me and Doc have talked about it. B and C are the flags that you want to keep just because you need to control top serves and bottom control room. But why do you think they forewent an easy flag C?
Well, it mixes things up, one. Two, some teams oftentimes play better from the A side. I can't speak for myself on that one because I personally play well from the C side. It's because on Summit Dom, the way the map is set up is that it is a vertical map, unlike Firing Range, which if the spawns are more horizontal based. You know, Summit Dom is, as you get C, you move on to B, and then you get A. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like works like that. But in Firing Range, you can actually hold it down with A and C, you know, and manage to do some work and gain some time on the clock. But in Summit, you need to consistently push. That's my mindset on Summit Dom. But like I said, some people play different. They play what's comfortable for them. And if you see right now, Dose is going to be moving at the B flag, but they're 3 capped right now, and this is not good for Influence.
3 down right there for Influence, not a position that you want to be in. You know, we have seen a few people hold down A-B, which many consider to be a very daunting task to hold down A and B. But right now, they're getting trip capped against. Not a good position to be in. It looked like this is not the same team that we saw who's 4 capped on IcoNs in CTF.
Excuse me, they're a little bit more rattled, but they definitely, you know, they're definitely still answering back right now. Burtz tried to go into the B-Dom. get the flag and make a kill, but unfortunately came up short with that one. Miles is now going to be hanging around by the B-Dom. He's going to do what he can to make sure that he holds that position down, put shots right into Twiz, but gets taken out. No, scratch that. He put shots into Miles, but gets taken out alternatively, which definitely wasn't good. That was not a good play for them. They needed that B-Dom control.
Well, at least they do have C flag back momentarily, but it looks like C-Dom is getting contested right as we speak. Can't really tell if anyone's on it, but it looks like they cleaned it up. Good job of at least getting one flag. If you're going to start anywhere, you need to start with one flag.
See, now at this point right now, if you're Influence, you're thinking to yourself, what are we going to do? Well, for one, you need to get top control. That's definitely important. But alternatively, you need to get rail control. Because rail control, like Miles was just at, gave him a little opportunity to catch someone off guard, but he moved from his position, which is fine. He knows someone's coming summit, he sprays around for the kill, and now he sees someone at the rock. He's going to back up though, make a smart play. And you see right there, we have ICN in top control.
Another wall bang it almost looked like, but Miles gets taken out by a grenade. They're still getting 2 caps. The lead is slowly growing for IcoNs. 4 minutes left, still anyone's game now.
That's right, and if they manage to maintain this for as long as they can potentially come out with about 45 points off the 2 cap, which is big for them, which they have gained, excuse me. So this is a big, beautiful Semtex by Revan.
Perfectly timed as well, right in the face of Burt's. That didn't even hit the ground before it exploded.
Yeah, I love the Semtex. When you hear that thing coming your way, it's like death is approaching.
It's scary. It's like, oh God.
Yeah, pretty much. And now we have Dose, who's in the C closets right now, and we just see kills on kills just stacking up right now. They're losing B control. Dose
they did
sees
get
someone.
CC though.
They did. He gets him with the nade. That was a good exchange on that one. Bert's just going to try and angle a nade into the B-Dom, but
looks like he missed it or could have cooked it a little bit too long, but they are going to lose B-Dom again. As Bert's actually, his grenade took Pluto out.
Oh, he just went through the bullets. Twiz just ate the shots, Rambo'd it basically, and just sliced him. And I'm referring to John Rambo, by the way, not Optic Rambo. But now you see right here, Dose is doing the right thing. He's holding down rails. This is what you want to do right now.
Well, they are still losing by about 30 points. We still have 3 minutes left. Still anybody's game. It's just very difficult to make up this lead with the lack of momentum that they have to push forward. As Dose barely picks up snipers on the last bullet of the magazine. It looks like they're going to try to regain anything to make up this deficit.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first side, but when you go into it, you definitely don't want to be down by 30 points. That's a big hurt. It seems like Dose made a smart play moving around. He got stunned. They got A, though, and I believe they got B as well. No, they did not get B. I thought I heard losing Bravo, but
that's what I thought. But A and C, very difficult to hold down both, as they are losing C right now. But if they can keep this up, they can cut into this deficit. 2.5 minutes to play. Still anybody's game.
That's right. And like I said, it's the first side. So Dose gets a beautiful nade off
Too
of Sniper.
Too late, though. They are going to lose C, but he makes up for it by taking out both of the guys that capped it.
Yeah, now right now, if I'm Dose, I'm telling my team, push up into B, get top control. And if you look on the mini-map right now, you do see some top control, but I'm just hoping that they're not foregoing it too much because you need that. It is essential to it. And we just hear nades flying all around. Dose gets a beautiful kill on the main door, and this is a good game right here.
Yeah, Domination is the game type where you can have control of the map and still be losing. Not like CTF, you can control the map, control all the flag routes, but this one, if you control the map and you don't have the majority of the flags, you're basically not doing your job correctly.
That was an absolutely intelligent play by Dose there, because now he's going to go in there, pick up one kill, take out the other, does he do so? And he does.
Burt's!
Burt's just team kill.
Ended the spree. Oh, that's not good. Never good for a team kill.
That was brilliant awareness by Dose, though. As he sat there at the main door, he saw someone push by. Could he have killed him? Yeah, he could have, but they would have known he was there. He would have been called out instantly. And
especially since he was the only one alive, too.
Yeah, Dose is doing good work right now, but unfortunately, Influence can't seem to put something together on this one. It's getting a good amount of kills, though. They're losing A, so Dose is going to switch it up, try and cap C to still maintain some points on the clock. They lost A, and now they're being 3-capped with only a minute left into the game, and this isn't looking good for Influence.
About 50 seconds left. They cannot make up the whole deficit. They don't have enough time if they had a 3-cap. But anything works, just getting 2 flags and cutting into it a little bit. They do pick up B before snipers take Dose out. and then Miles cleaning up snipers. They're going 1 for 1 as you look at the kill feed.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, beautiful shot by Bertz there on top control. He's going to push through the staircase. They have two right now, 2 dom plots, and he's going to try and take someone out at the spawn, but gets taken out himself. And I think at this point right now, they're going to try and just hold back and maintain their two flags. But
they're losing C too. They're not even doing that well. But Miles looks like takes Ego out. Twizzy Twiz takes Miles out. Everyone's killing everybody out there, and it looks like they did lose C. So they are going to go down all those points that they made up in the last couple of seconds.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, they're only losing like 2 points in that whole thing. It's 4 points tops. So I don't think it's too big of an issue. But at the same time, four
down right at the end. It looks like we might be seeing the final kill cam. Looks like it's going to be from, I think, Dose. Let's see if it's a 2 kill or it might be 1 kill. Pulls out the pistol. Looks like they were just standing there because Ego knew that they had the game won. Might as well just take a little breather. And this game is going to go in favor of IcoNs.
Gotta love Ego's confidence.
Definitely. So 159 to 113. That, if my math is correct, that is a 46-point game.
Well, don't ask me about math. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, we are going to take a quick commercial break before we switch sides. So keep it here. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to Major League Gaming Championship Sunday. This isn't even the start of the show. The pregame show actually starts at 12:15. Full coverage begins then, right after this match between IcoNs and Influence. We just saw the first side of Summit Domination as we're going to jump into the game. The first side of Summit Domination, IcoNs took a decisive 46-point lead. So if you're Influence, what do you do?
Well, right now you need to enter back quickly in the beginning of the game. You need to at least get your 2 cap out of the off the bat, and then you need to push for that 3. You know, and with Influence starting in the more favorable position of the top, this definitely works in their favor. But it just seems like they're getting a lot of people down. They managed to get B, and Bertz gets a nice 2-piece with that nade, but Twiz saves the flag, and a lot of team killing right now. What's up with this?
Well, you know, Domination, all the grenades are flying all over the place. The grenade is the best defense for when you're trying to, you're at B trying to defend C. That's the best defense. Sometimes team communication can't be up to par. You can't, I'm chucking a grenade right at B, and, everyone's going to know.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. It's difficult to call out every single grenade and where it's going to land.
That definitely is true. And as we see, as you mentioned earlier, I should say, we just saw the spawns flip. And I just knew that would happen. I knew IcoNs would let them do that. It almost seemed like they let them. Because now they have C and B. And as soon as they get 2 down, they're going to make a push. Twiz gets taken out by Dose. And Revan is going to be putting out nades. Snipers with a clutch 2-piece to save B for IcoNs, and they're playing on fire right now. Oh,
good job by Revan, just being aware. The team callouts, these guys have to be communicating well together just to maintain B and C as well as they are, having bottom control room, also top glass, top serves, whatever you want to call it. They have control of that as well. Just a great setup.
And if you see right now, we have Revan, who is going to be going top catwalk, and that is such a position that is the position that has everyone unaware. Revan gets up here. Oh, with the 3-piece with a pistol, he goes in, and they're going to push in for the A-dom cap. And
that was a turning point. That wasn't even a turning point because they have control, but that was just a big, huge play by Revan. He's still taking people out, but Pluto finally stops his little hot streak. Great job.
Revan. Oh, boy, Revan. I tell you, but alternatively, they lost C. They were not paying attention. And that is not good. But, they have an over 40 plus lead, right? 40 plus.
Yeah, it's about 60 points at this point in time. But it looked like they overextended themselves a little too much. But now they have A and B. Not the best position that you want to be on this map, but, you're still maintaining your lead and actually making it.
They're playing hot. They're playing hot right now. They're playing really well. To be honest with you, they can go A, B, they can get D for all they care. They can
and
get
look
anything.
At Revan with another 3-piece. He gets a grenade and 2 kills with the FAMAS. They're going to take B back. Good job. IcoNs is on fire.
That's right. And at this point right now, you have Revan, who is going to be at the forklift. He manages to take someone out through the crack. What a great shot by Revan. He's going to try and put in some shots and turn with a pistol, but unfortunately gets taken out by Miles, who's going to push into top gold.
And we are still watching this match between IcoNs and Influence, but just to tease the next match a little bit, we don't know if it's going to be on stream or not, but the winner of this obviously goes on, still losers bracket, but they are going to face the defending champions. That is Quantic Leverage.
And I tell you right now, I was certainly surprised when I found out that Leverage got beat by Force. That was definitely shocking. And but you know, let's just talk a little bit about this game here. IcoNs has a 3-cap. I mean, at this point right now, what are you doing? You know, it's crazy.
Their lead's just growing every 5 seconds when those flag points cap. You know, they're doing everything right, nothing wrong. You know, I saw someone jump off the map. I believe it was snipers. One of them jumping off the map, but it doesn't matter.
It was a jump for joy.
Jump for joy. You know what? Mistakes were made, but they're not making any mistakes right now as they still maintaining the most flags.
That's right, and Dose does get a 2-piece with the nade, and Ego still holding top control. He knows they're losing it. They're losing both of them. So what's Ego going to do? Save B. That's what I would do too, Ego. Good play. And he's moving into save B. Does so. Sees another guy. Does he get the jump shot?
Oh.
He does not, but he has his team to support him. That's what pro teams do.
3 guys right there. He probably could have taken all of them out, but he wasted a few shots that just didn't hit. His team was there to support him. Great job by them.
Yeah, and now we see Twiz, who manages to take out. Oh no, Twiz does not manage to take out Dose. Twiz and Revan combined here. They're a great duo, you know. I remember interviewing them at WCG, and I just knew that they were going to stick together the entire time. And I'm definitely really, really happy that they did, because they're great players.
Yeah, great job. That's one of the biggest keys to success for people watching out there, debating on whether or not they're going to compete at Anaheim. You need to make sure you have team camaraderie, that you work together. It's so much better if you get in a 2-on-1 gunfight as opposed to a 1-on-1.
It's
and
all
it
about,
looks like it's 4 down right now for Influence, so still not getting anything going.
Yeah, Influence at this point right now, they're definitely suffering. I mean, I don't think it's mathematically impossible yet. Probably is, though. More than likely is.
60 and 40 points, about 100 point. 240, that time has come and passed. So this is going to be mathematically impossible, like you said.
Right now. So there you go. Influence now is going to drop this game, taking it to a CTF, if I'm correct.
Correct.
For the game 4, and I love CTF.
CTF, well, you know, Influence came out of the gates impressive, hot, just, you know, right off the coattails of beating VVV Fly Society. It seems like they just cooled down, but, you know, after pulling 4 flags on IcoNs, do you think they can do it again?
You know, it definitely seemed like CTF favored Influence more than it does IcoNs, but at the same time, IcoNs were cold, like you said, because of the fact that they were in a position where they were waiting 20 minutes for that game to end. So we may see a dramatic change. Influence does seem, you know, beaten right now, but, you know, not fully defeated yet. They still have that 1 win lingering over their head. And if they manage to take this into a 2-2 game, I don't even know. That would just be intense.
It's not a 2-0 game. It's going to be a 2-1 game in favor of IcoNs. So Influence, their backs are against the wall, but they don't need to make up, you know, 2 games. You know, they're going to lose this one. But, you know, they did perform very well in the first CTF game.
They did.
More of the same we expect out of them as we see 1 minute and 15 seconds left to play. We were talking to, I was talking to Doc about this last night and mentioned it to some of the pro teams. I told them, you know what, when you're in a winnable situation, 1 minute left, you know you're going to win, pull out the sniper. We want to see some sick 180 no-scopes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the YouTube community would love that.
Top 10 play. It's not even going to be a defensive play or an offensive play. It's just going to be for the highlight reel.
Yeah,
you know, with Puckett commentating over that one. I would love to hear what he has to say about a 1080 no-scope.
That would certainly be awesome. And like we said earlier, it is mathematically impossible at this point. But Influences, they're down, but they're not out. But my worry is this, Sean. When they, if they win flag, and then they go into SND, then what's the situation?
Well, IcoNs did very well.
Gets a 2-piece. Hold on. Is this going to happen? I need to know.
Oh,
it happens with a 3-piece pistol.
Oh.
He didn't even need to do that. He could have just jumped off the gondola and went skiing, but he did that.
There's the highlight reel for you. We don't even need 1080 no scope. We just have Revan.
Oh, yeah. Revan doing a great job with that pistol, man. Every time Revan takes out the pistol, expect a big play, and I think that's it. Now we see IcoNs there. They're definitely happy, and we are going to be going to a quick commercial break, but IcoNs beats Influence, taking it 2-1. We'll be back with a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Major League Gaming, the championship night. Sunday is finally here. We are taking a look at IcoNs versus Influence. IcoNs currently up, going into a capture the flag, up 2-1 in the map count. This isn't even the show. The show starts at 12:15. We have full coverage with our pregame show. Then all the action starts all over again. This is action-packed too.
It definitely is. I mean, I did not expect to see IcoNs come back the way that they did. I thought they'd take one map, then lose another, probably go to an exchange, and I was expecting a game 5. But in Hanoi Capture the Flag, this map is about positioning and control. And I definitely want to see what IcoNs can do on this side. I'm really rooting for them as far as how they position themselves on the map. That's what I want to see.
Well, the biggest thing for Influence, they did drop 4 flags on IcoNs. Could have been just because they came off of a huge victory and IcoNs was a little bit slow, a little bit cold. But, we don't know what's going to happen. They could pull another 4 flag cap. It's very easy if you know how to play the map. Hanoi doing a very, very good job. How do you win this map?
Well, right now we're going to jump into the game, and we're going to hop on board, I believe, with Bert's from Influence. But the way you win the map is very, very simple. You simply get people in Spotlight, people in Theater. That's how I like to operate. Some people like to push all Spotlight. Some people like to maintain middle control, maybe bring a 2-2 setup. I mean, it can go either way. But, for the most part, you want to win Theater. And as you see right now, we have Bert's and the Influence crew getting the middle control. What a beautiful shot by Bert's against Ego. And they went for a split. They went 2 middle, 1 spot, one, it looked like he was moving rails. And that guy, he's going to serve the purpose of simply just going behind. And when they get 2 down, flag's getting pulled like clockwork.
We saw it with Quantic Leverage. They did the same thing as they pushed around jail area, just kind of sneaking into their base. But it looks like that did not work, as Bert's is going to be one of the few left alive, as he has a heavy push to the flag, but good job defending it so far.
See, the good thing is that Bert's is being assisted by his teammate. The other team is in the Spotlight area, guaranteed, so he's going to go up to the Theater and see what he can do up here. He knows that someone could potentially be around this area, so he's going to try and put stuns around the staircase and sees his teammate die in the toll booth area. So if I'm Bert's in this situation, I'm going to go back and get Spotlight control. He puts shots into Twiz and manages to take him out. Push shots into Snipers and take him out.
Can he go for
and
3?
Gets a 3-piece for the stop. Oh, what a great play by Bert's.
Absolutely amazing. Good job by him. It's still all tied up. We got 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Still anybody's game, but it doesn't seem like one team has definitive control yet.
Yeah, and usually at the start of the map, we'll see that control. Influence still they have 3 guys down right now, though, so that's certainly not good. 4 guys down. I know a few of them are coming up to respawn like Pluto. That was a great knife by Twiz, by the way. He just kind of ran into uppercutted him.
Definitely.
But Pluto is going to get the Theater control. He wants that. He knows that they need that if they want to be able to pull this flag properly. He sees his teammate dies, and there you go. That's why you want Theater. You take out the person in the hangman or gallows, as they call it, but he jumped out. I would have played a little bit more reserved, wait for my team to regroup.
Well, IcoNs, they are a passive team. They said it themselves right before their match on Friday with Leverage. They did get 3-0'd by Leverage. I kind of attribute that just to the play styles that they kind of, clash with each other, as Leverage that went so hard so fast and IcoNs just played reserve. But it looks like IcoNs is not playing reserved. They are going all in. Ego running the flag now. It looks like Dose is going to try to set up to defend and stop him before he can cap it.
Yeah, so basically right now at this point, Dose is here. He's not going to put any shots. He sees 2 people. I mean, it's just a brilliant play by Dose, but he comes up short. What a shame.
Oh,
but
that was so close.
I'm going to commend Dose on that, because that was an absolutely fantastic play. He may have gotten taken out, but the fact of the matter is this. He could have killed them, but he waited for the flag guy.
He hesitated at the right time, because the second he would have dotted himself to take someone out, the flag guy would not have made his presence known. Great job. Unfortunately, it didn't work that way, but that was a great defensive play to stop him, literally a foot from the cap point.
Those are plays that smart players make. Simple as that. And what Dose did there just gave me nothing but the utmost respect for him, because like I've seen in the past, most people always just go for the kills because that's all they care
about.
And he gets taken out by the barrel of death. What a shame. And Pluto has the flag. He is stunned. Burst is going to get his cover. And as you pull the flag, you want to be looking in that area. you want to look at the golden arches, and you want to be looking at the flag arch as well. But unfortunately, it was not enough.
A minute and 15 seconds left in this game. It seems that Influence, after running a 4-0 train the first CTF game against IcoNs, IcoNs is up 1-0, 1 minute left. Still, anything can happen, but it looks like Influence, they need to put something together right now if they want to even it up.
I expected a low flag count in this game simply because of the fact that IcoNs warmed up. You know, they're now comfortable and they're feeling it. They're feeling the groove. I mean, you don't come off of a big win from check 6 resistance and just, you know, be cold. Get 4-capped like get 4-capped like nothing. So I'm definitely excited to see IcoNs stepping it up, but you know, we have Influence, and you know, they're not out of it yet.
Team kill on Pluto. That's not a good thing for Miles. He did pick up the flag, but that Pluto could have assisted him, but Miles is doing a good job running the flag, making up for a little bit of a mistake there.
Yeah, and Miles right now has a flag. He's taking it through theater. He's going to go down the stairs. He knows someone could potentially be through the toll booth, and he gets the flag cap, tying the game 1-1 with 17 seconds left in the game. If they manage to take him out right now,
Snipers was just a little too late on the grenade. 1 second earlier, he could have prevented this one from tying out. So this first round is all knotted up. It's in the books. So you can just basically wipe the slate clean. You know, spawns flip, wipe it clean, do it all over again. Someone has to come out on top.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that definitely did hurt ICN was that they. You know, I mean, it felt like they played a little bit too passive, and now with Influence getting the bus spawn, personally, I prefer the bus spawn over the well spawn. So I think that this is definitely an Influence's favor at this point. And Snipers gets a great grenade kill. He sees someone in the spotlight, puts some shots into him, puts another reassuring stun right there, and his teammate comes for the, his teammate comes for the kill.
Well, they're doing work. Ego just got taken out there, but good assisting by Snipers as he's going to pull the flag. 30 seconds into the game for a team that plays very passive. They're already pulling the flag and running top yellow.
Like I said, this works in the benefit. I don't know if I said Influence before, but this works in the benefit of Icon, because this is the easiest side to pull the flag on personally. So if Snipers can get the proper coverage, which he may
looks like
or
he
may
might
not.
do it.
And he gets taken out behind the base. Does he get the kill clean up?
They did get the flag.
They got it.
Great job by IcoNs. You know, they had to be talking about it, you know, calling out, but it looks like they're going to get counter-pulled. So let's listen in with our Astro A40s and listen how IcoNs is going to respond to this.
Play together. Play smart. You're a team right now, Doug.
I stun top theater. Nothing.
All right,
Stunning toll booth.
Stay focused. I'm stunned.
Nothing.
I'm stunned sink. Got him. Good job.
I'm nading toll booth.
Who just naded?
Me, I'm nading toll booth. Nothing.
I'm trying to watch your bus and top movie.
As long as they can't flank me, I'm good. They're at toll booth. They're at toll booth. I heard him click a stun tag. That's perfectly fine.
Theater, I'm just trying to fucking get their attention.
Hey, where'd they pull? Where'd they pull?
Mid. He just went right through mid. Let's go!
Shot.
Let's go! Let's go! 3, I got re.
Twizzy twist! All of you guys go spotlight. I'm telling you.
They're gonna all be jail right here.
Yeah, no, I'm rotating back.
Oh, the flag's right here.
Snipers, you need to rotate back.
Be down. They're pushing hard, pushing jail hard.
Let's go!
Two guys out of flag.
Jail. They have go top movie. Just go top movie.
Stay with flag. Someone stay with flag.
Stay with him. He's jumping out.
In our spawn. He's stunned. I got a nade on him. He's dead.
Yo, one's with him. They're in middle.
Someone's like needs to come and help me.
Win that! One more. You can peek out. Watch the middle. Yo, we need to go with a flag, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm all by myself.
Someone has to run with him. No, there's gonna be a guy waiting. Someone's
We're
still
up
with
a
him,
flag.
man. We're up a flag. Go on our back base. Come on, dude.
I don't want to run a dom. Dude.
Someone run with him.
Come. Yeah.
That's what I'm fucking saying. He's a dom.
He's gotta be coming through. Be down.
And now we're hearing the excellent communication of IcoNs. Twiz is hyping up his team. He's saying, let's go. That's what I like to do with my team. And, you know, because you got to get that motivation. You got to get it. Revan has amazing communication, you know, telling them, guys, get behind our base. There's someone there. I mean, this is what pro teams are all about, man.
We listened in at the perfect time. We heard IcoNs riding high off of a flag cap. They're all happy. They were playing excellent, but then all of a sudden Influence comes out of nowhere. Now they're at a stalemate, and you kind of heard them. Their communication died down a little bit. It sounded like they were, they were a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous, as we're behind the eyes of Twiz, who is doing a great job communicating, but now he has the flag.
Now, this is a good and bad position. Good simply because, obviously, both flags are at the base, or at alternative bases, so they don't have to worry about, a potential flag cap. But bad because, and that's the reason why, Twiz gets taken out. They know exactly where the flag is now, and that is not good.
The good position, though, about that, it's on the second story, so they do have to fight their way upstairs to return the flag. Someone does need to pick it up,
and
though.
that is a stop by Revan. That could potentially be the game right there. They've returned the flag, but if Revan gets a stop here, then it's big, and
Good
he does
job
so.
right there,
45 seconds left
Coming
on the
up
clock.
big.
Twiz is in the flag area.
Influence, they have 40 seconds left in this tournament unless they can pull the flag, and it looks like Twiz is going to try to run the flag for IcoNs to just seal it up, seal the deal. You know what? 30 seconds left. Influence, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it.
They might be able to, though. They got 2 down right now. They're probably going to go for a flag. Twiz got a stun on the flag, though. He's going to try and take out the person pushing him, which he does so pretty handily. Pluto now. Pluto's off the spawn now, and we have one person coming in from Argentine. Oh, and he gets taken out by the car.
Can't do it.
And there's only 12 seconds left in the game, and
no time.
It is just physically impossible for Influence to win this game. But what a great tournament for both teams, and got to give credit to Influence for coming out strong in that first game, and I definitely want to see them more into the season.
Great job by Influence, taking out VVV Fly Society right before dropping, though, to IcoNs. IcoNs, they started off, first match on the stream, they lost 3-0 to Quantic Leverage, but now the big thing, they're going on to face Quantic Leverage again in the next round of the losers bracket. The biggest thing, it's a continuation. They're starting down 3 games. The first to 6 is going to win, so they need to win 6, and Leverage, after getting upset yesterday, they only need to win 3.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely impressed with the way IcoNs have played in this tournament, knocking out Check 6 Resistance, knocking out Influence. And I mean, you can't speak any more good or better about these teams simply because of the fact that they're having fun, they're having great communication, and it's awesome.
All right, well, you see IcoNs, they're all hyped up. They know that they're going to face the defending champions in the next round of the losers bracket. You see them all smiles. They're still here. They're not going home. Great job, though, by Influence. Unfortunately, their bags are going to be packed. Good job by them. But you know what? Full coverage is going to be starting at 12:15 very shortly. I would like to thank Golden Boy. Thank you for joining. Great commentary, man. Always a pleasure. And we're going to be coming back at 12:15, full coverage with the pregame show, and then the first match. First match is going to be Optic Nation versus Optic Nation versus Optic Gaming. Optic. We saw it Friday, but now we see it on the mainstream. So we'll be right back. It's coming back right after this.
Slayer. Game over.